Right, well, fantastic. I've just been up to see a chap called Seb, who's an absolute top man and has an amazing stock of old Burman gearboxes, etc. And he's been wonderful. And what he's done is he's actually just let me take away two Burman gearboxes. That's a full gearbox and the gearbox shell and inner and outer casing, but to see if they'll fit. I mean, they're very similar to my gearboxes, my gearbox, my shell, but obviously slightly different. You've got the curve here on this one. This one's much the same, but it's got this big sort of inspection hole on the top, which is used for filling the box with grease. And I think it has to have a different, because of that, it's got a different casing on. So, so I'd have to change the casings, the outer casings, if I was going to use that. But I've got that as a possibility, got those two as a possibilities. He's also given me a bearing, an outer bearing to check, to use as a guide, so I can try and order one, because they're difficult ones to fit, to buy. And then he's also given me this is an oil seal conversion. For the output. I can't get the oil seal stuck in the carrier at the moment. I don't want to force it out. So anyway, that's an oil seal conversion. To go in behind that bearing. So it's amazing. Yeah, amazing. But what I'm going to do today is I'm going to take up my old casing to see if it can be welded. I'm going up to Badfoot Customs to see if we can weld my original casing up. And as part of that, what I'm just going to do first is Seb had a quick look at my other casings, and he immediately pointed out that this is my kickstart sort of quadrant return stop. That stop when the gearbox, when the kickstart comes back up, it stops against there. But he pointed out that that's drifted out. So the bottom of the pin should actually be flush with the gearbox, but no, the pin is actually gone in, so it's only just protruding far enough to stop the kickstart, just going round and round. And as part of that, he's pointed out that it is cracked. I've got two cracks, one there and one there. He said, which is very, very common, because this takes a lot of hammer. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to drift out this bearing, then try and drift out the actual gearbox, gear kickstart stop, so that then I'll see if somebody can also weld up these two cracks, because obviously that chunk of alloy is about to break away if it's left untreated. And look at that, I heated the casing up, brought it down, turned it over, ready to knock the stop out and the bearing, and both of them just fell out as I turned the casing over. So that's great. No hammering required. Although I might use some sort of bearing lock on that bearing when I put it back in, because it came out very easily. Don't want it to start spinning in the casing if I reuse this casing. And there's the offending kickstart quadrant stop pin, which apparently Seb was saying you can get one which is like a hard rubber one, so rather than just steel. And obviously that would be better, because it can absorb the shock of the kickstart, coming back up.